Hi, I'm Tricia Dunlap, founder of Dunalp Law, a small business law firm in Richmond, Virginia. Here today to talk with you about the latest round of Paycheck Protection Program loan funding. This is the February-March 2021 version of the PPP, and it's really good news for really small businesses. 98% of small businesses in the United States have fewer than 20 employees. And for those businesses, which are often called micro businesses, the PPP program is going to have a special window of opportunity only for these micro businesses. Starting on February 24th and running for 2 weeks, the only businesses that will be eligible to apply for PPP funding will be micro businesses with fewer than 20 employees. Or if you are a self-employed sole proprietor individual, you can also apply during this window. The federal government under the Biden administration is setting aside $1 billion for self-employed people in moderate or low income areas under the PPP program, and you'll get priority during this next 2-week window beginning February 24th. Also, if you in the past tried to apply for PPP funding and were denied because you are behind on your student loan payments, that limitation has now been lifted. So if you're behind on your student loan payments but otherwise eligible for PPP funding, go ahead and apply because you should now be able to get the funding that you need. Also, if you are a non-citizen legal resident of the United States, you are also now eligible to apply for PPP funding using your individual taxpayer ID number. That's really good news for some of the smallest businesses in the United States. So let's talk briefly about what you can spend your PPP funding on. Because unlike last year, which had some pretty stiff limits on what you could spend your PPP funding on, this year the list of permissible expenses is much longer. Obviously, you can spend it on payroll, salary, wages, health benefits, medical and family leave, parental leave, that sort of thing. Of course, you can spend your PPP money on those expenses. You can also spend it on worker protection costs. So if you need to invest on personal protective equipment for your workers, property improvements like plastic barriers, those sorts of things, you can use your PPP money for that. Also, you can spend it on business rent or mortgage. So as long as your lease or mortgage expense was incurred prior to February 15th of 2020, then you can use your PPP funding to cover those costs. You can also use it for business utility expenses, such as electricity, water, gas, sewer, etc., internet, telephone service, as long as those expenses were also incurred before February 15th of 2020. Finally, you can use it for property damages that you might have incurred from looting or vandalism that happened during 2021 in our tumultuous year that we have had so far, and 2020, looking back. It's been such a long year, I've forgotten what year it is. And then you can also use it for operational costs, such as Microsoft Office or other software you might need to pay for, accounting software like QuickBooks, specialty software like Adobe, things like that that you might need in your business. So there's a wide array of things you can use these funds for. The funds are forgivable loans. So at the end of the day, as long as you spend the money on these approved things, the loan will be forgiven for your business and you will not have additional debt. Finally, there's no collateral necessary. So you don't have to put up your house, you don't have to put up your accounts receivable or vehicles or anything like that as collateral. These are largely unsecured loans that are intended to be forgiven so that you can keep your business running or get back on your feet. It's really important if you're a small micro business with fewer than 20 employees that you take advantage of this next 2-week period beginning February 24th of 2021. You are at the front of the line. Go get the money. With Dunalp Law in Richmond, Virginia, I am Tricia Dunlap. If this has been helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. We have lots of videos and resources on our website to help you survive this trying time. Thanks.